What's good, everybody? Welcome to Karu the Mentor Presents Life Lessons, where wisdom meets real life, and every lesson helps you grow stronger, wiser, and better. I am your host, Karu the Mentor. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you put something in the comments, because I'll be in them comments. So, check this out. This one's a personal one to me as a man that has two children before my marriage and dealing with that and then having children inside of my marriage. This is a tricky situation to be into. This one hits home because you got to remember this is chess, not checkers, especially for men, black men in particular. But men, you got to make sure you know what you're doing. We're gonna go into this video, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go into the video. I'm pointing my points out, and then after that, I'm gonna say my synopsis at the end because I don't watch these videos. I just go right in live on the spot. We're gonna go into those comments, and we'll go from there. So, let's get it.
Not in the first of mine.
Kira.
Do I have kids meal?
Kira.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Thank you.
Two appetizers.
Appreciate you. And
It's visitation time, honey. Like,
that's what you need to understand.
Okay, and I'm understanding that
So why are you still here?
because I can be.
No, you can't. Honestly.
so
I'm not going nowhere. So
Kira-
that doesn't
All right,
matter.
that's cool.
Y'all having your visitation?
All right.
yeah, okay. So when Erica come back.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
was y'all
so be
supposed
ready.
to go to the mall? Was y'all supposed to go to the mall?
I don't know what the plan is now.
The plan was dinner.
Dinner?
Yes.
A supervised dinner?
No, it wasn't no supervised.
It
So
never
thank you.
clarified supervised, unsupervised.
All right, so
it's
why
gonna
are
be
you still
supervised.
here?
There you go. There it is. See, again, man, look. Men, you have to. And believe me when I tell you, I done made the mistake. That's the thing about being a mentor. Being a mentor is to show others not to make the same mistake. So, with that being said, we have to utilize what is it? I don't want to say the other word. Penis. What is it? Man, it's oh my God. It's just this, man, you have to have penis discipline, man. This is what happens when you don't have discipline, basically, without using the other word. This is what happens, man. When you go and you pick somebody that is petty, okay? This is a petty thing. Now, we don't know, up to this point, we don't know the background story, don't get me wrong. But I will say this female is willing to embarrass herself and her child by standing beside where they're eating at just to make a point. That, to me, is insane. She's willing to embarrass herself trying to prove a point. Now, I don't know if he's with his girlfriend or just a mother or whoever. I don't know who he's with. I'm going to assume he's with his girlfriend. That's what I think. If it's otherwise, then so be it. But he's willing to embarrass him. She's willing to embarrass herself just to prove, just because. Now, she knows, well, anybody would know, if it doesn't say supervised visits, then it's definitely unsupervised. Like, everybody should know that. Like, I don't think that we need the courts to decide that. But she's willing to stand there to make a scene at a restaurant in front of all these people just to make a point. Discipline, fellas. If you don't use discipline and be selective of who you sleep with, this is the outcome. This is the outcome right here. She has no reason to be there, but just because she wants to make a scene, and now we're not even talking about the child now. How's she gonna embarrass that child? Never mind that. You know what I'm saying? In her eyes, But she don't care. Discipline, folks. Discipline. I know for a fact he regrets sleeping with her now. I know for a fact. If he hasn't before, he does now. And this is what it is, man. This is as simple what it is. This right here is how is the oh man. Let's keep it going.
Because it's going to be supervised.
That's
This
not
is
so
my
cool.
car.
Okay,
Me.
Kira,
Bro,
okay.
you
So
can't
no,
make
shh, no, you're not gonna do that. It's a good vibe. Baby happy. She ain't kicking, hollering, and
She
screaming.
ain't kicking and hollering, none of
I'm
that.
so glad.
So
Yeah.
go away.
I'm talking to you.
So
Okay, I'm
Kira,
talking to you.
so wait. Come on. We gotta keep the peace. This is co-parenting. You gotta learn to co-parent. So let's
She's
keep
not
the
even supposed
peace.
to be here.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Respectfully.
specify. It doesn't specify.
Okay.
It don't matter.
It's
It
that
don't matter. It
reputation.
don't matter.
Super petty, bro. She knows that it doesn't say supervised visits. So it should be unsupervised. Now, I didn't hear exactly if that was his girl or not, right? But this is a problem. This is what this is. You see, now, again, worst case scenario, something jumps off, he hits her or she hits him, he hits her back, she hit him back, whatever. And now, because a person is not using emotional intelligence and they thinking right there on the spot, this guy could possibly lose his job, possibly lose rights to his child. It's insane. This is insane. When you're in situations like this, you definitely have to use intelligence, bro. You have to use emotional intelligence. It's not, when you're dealing with people like this, you have to use emotional intelligence because she is going to pick now. I could automatically see she is doing that to pick at him. Now, I'm going to assume that he didn't do anything to her. But I'm sure he's done some stuff to her too. I'm sure of it. This is what this is. This is how people get back at people. You gotta use emotional intelligence, man. You gotta do that. And I'm gonna tell you something. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular. When I paid child support, I spent over $160,000 for 2 kids, $170,000 for 2 kids. I did that, okay, for child support. I'm going to tell you something. One, I went to child support. The other one, I was just paying outright. When I went to child support and did that, the stipulations that she put on there where we couldn't have contact and all she did was drop the kid off and I picked him up from the daycare on the weekend and then I dropped the kid off on the week at the beginning of the week and I left. I had it every other weekend. That eliminated all of that stuff. I did not have to see her. Which later on, probably not this video, but when it comes time, I'll talk about that more. But it actually worked. She thought that she was hurting me, but it actually helped me because it alleviated stuff like this. Because she was coming to my house, and I'm not innocent either because I was doing some stuff to her too. Don't get me wrong, I'm not innocent. I'm not saying I was. That's why I'm saying I kind of know that he probably did something to her to make her do something stupid like this. I'm sure of it, but we're just watching the video. But I'm telling you, the unpopular opinion is you can make child support work for you, and I've seen men do it, and it actually works. Am I saying that you go put yourself on child support? No, if you don't have to, don't. But if you have to, you can make the courts do stuff for you so that she can't do stuff like this. And this can go south real fast. You know what I'm saying? This is like embarrassing herself just to make a point. This is stupid. Continue.
It don't matter.
So
You're not
Kira,
supposed to be here. It's not supervised visitation.
so it's a happy vibe. So y'all could go back up to the board. If we go to the mall, because we got time to go to the mall, right? Y'all gonna come to the mall with us?
I thought the mall was Sunday. That was what me and Erica talked about.
Okay, so we're not doing the mall
this
today.
Y'all talked about you weren't supposed to be here and you still here, right?
I'm talking to you.
All right, but I'm talking to you.
Okay. So Kira, everything was good. Okay, so when we get finished eating, we gotta come past y'all. So we're gonna keep everything on and keep even keel, okay? So everything was good, everything vibed. So you and your mom, y'all want to stay up there? It's
I
cool.
don't even know who that lady is that they brought. Who is that lady that y'all brought with y'all?
We didn't bring her.
So why is she?
No, shh. I just told her we keeping the peace. Everything was smooth. They can go sit up there, and when we get finished, we'll bring the baby. She said the mall is
They're gonna get hurt.
She said the mall is Sunday because I thought we was going to the mall.
Okay, so
Yes.
the plan was to go to the mall and dinner today, but she wanted to change everything. We was going to do an outing on Sunday. But at this point, Kira, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna file to have everything specified because I don't know who these ratchet people are that you brought the baby.
I didn't bring them.
So why are they
Are
saying something
they
to my mom? Respectfully. Why are they coming
Ain't no
over here
big
asking for the
deal.
back?
All right, so his mom is talking, which I kind of figured, but I wasn't sure that was his mom. So here it is. You got your mom there. He got his mom there, and you're there, and you make it a spectacle of yourself. This is dumb. This is so stupid. This is stupid. And the sad part is the daughter is watching. So when I got married, my wife was pregnant, and I already knew this would be my third baby mother myself. To be honest, I already knew I can't do this no more. When you have a child out of wedlock, you destroy that family. I don't care how you slice it. You can't. There's nothing you could tell me because that daughter or that son does not see the dynamic between his mother and his father. You destroy the family. You have to know that, okay? So let's make sure that is clear because that is important because this is why, we have to show discipline when we're doing this stuff. And believe me, I'm talking to myself too. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you the younger men so that they don't make the same mistake because this is a destroyed family. And another thing I see is that a lot of times the mother of the son gets involved. That is like the worst thing you can do, man. Because whenever you get the mother involved in y'all stuff, now she has a say in what goes on. And let me tell you, when a woman like that gets involved, they're gonna make it their way. It just adds. You ever heard the saying, too many chefs spoil the soup? That's what that is. Because she's going to always defend her son all the time, right, wrong, and indifferent. She's going to ride with her son. And she's not going to listen to reason behind what the baby mother is saying because she's always going to ride with him. So now that just adds another layer of confusion in this. I've been down this road. This is the worst case. That is the worst case scenario. When you get the mother involved too, it does more damage than good a lot of times. Because that's another layer of another person that you have to add into your situation that makes it that much more complicated. This is a setup for disaster. This ain't gonna end good. And the daughter is the loser. That is the real loser in this whole situation. And nobody understands that. Neither one of them understand that, the mother or the father. He's probably a young kid. He's probably in his late 20s, early 30s, might be younger, older, might be something. He's no older than like 30. He's probably somewhere in there. And now here she goes over here. And then the mother is speaking. Like, this is just a bad situation. And I'm seeing that a lot of times when it comes to black men, the mother gets involved and it always just makes it 10 times worse. It does not help the situation at all. At all. If your mother gets involved in what goes on, stand by. It's going to destroy more than it helps. I'm telling you. Recipe for disaster. Too many chefs spoil the soup.
And who was the guy? The guy was coming back talking about some tension.
You could have came over.
Yeah.
Why are you? And this is what they say.
Because you're doing it.
No.
Nasim, I just told.
Bro, I don't
Listen.
care. I don't care.
No,
I don't
no, no.
care, bro.
No, you-
This is the only time I get a chance to hold my child, and you. I
That's
can't
your
even.
choice. You live here. At the end of the day.
Okay, bye, Karen.
Okay, and you're doing
Okay.
it at the end of the day. Look what you're doing at the end of the day.
guys.
Look what you're doing.
But
You're
you
making
know
a
what
You're
scene.
doing. You haven't seen
You're
your
making
daughter
a
in 2
scene.
months. And
You're
you
making a
live here.
scene.
We are here on my visitation
Like, what the
time,
fuck are
and
you talking
literally
about? You
came
sound
here.
stupid.
I'm not saying
you
you stop.
So that see, there it is. There, bingo. It's the his mother's visitation time, and she brung the son. But the son is not involved because he hasn't seen the daughter in 2 months, allegedly. Come on, man. Come on. This recipe. This like equal sign disaster. Why were you not around? Why were you not around? Why? But then again, it goes back to the female too. You picked them. You picked them. You picked them. And to the male, you picked her. 2 broken people made a child, and now the parents of those broken people have to step in. Females, let me tell you something. When you have a child out of wedlock, you have to understand that there is a big possibility that you are going to be by yourself. And if you don't understand that, you shouldn't be having unprotected sex. That is the end all be all. You should be understanding that, you know what, I want to be hurting and not having no money and paying for diapers and milk. I want to do that because that's what you possibly could be doing. Like, you got to know that, man. This is but now she's going to make a point to embarrass him no matter what. And he's getting upset because he having his time with his daughter. By the way, the mother's more involved. His mother's more involved than he is. Because for what was just said right there, that was her visitation time and she brung her son. Why is the son not leading and making sure that he's there? Because he doesn't have his stuff in one sock. That is why. That is why. Come on, man. What are you doing? I would want to know, and allegedly, or not allegedly, but I would want to know if he has more kids. And chances are he does. And the mother is taking the rap. It's basically being the grandmother and the father for him. Or being the father for him anyway. They're both weirdos. Both of them. Not the baby mother, because she's only responding to what he does. It's him too. And I always say this, no matter what, if a man, a woman, and his kids on the side of the road, and they had just got kicked out of their house, who do you blame? You're going to blame that man. So you signed up for this, brother. This is what you signed up for. And oh, by the way, you don't see the kid all the time. So you signed up for this. You signed up for this. You signed up for this.
Stop. Do not. Do not
Don't do
entertain.
that. Don't do that.
entertain
Don't do that.
Do not
Don't.
entertain
Please
that.
don't.
Get this little girl.
Do not.
No.
Now he want to put hands on her. See? There you go. Now he wants to put hands on her. No. You should have used condoms. You should have used condoms. Now you want to fight. And I think, and here's the thing. The response to men when they get upset, they want to fight. That is a natural. That is a DNA natural response. Okay, that is what we want to do. When we get upset, we want to fight. And you shouldn't, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should. But what I'm saying is, to remove that obstacle, we want to fight. That is why a lot of times we find ourselves in these situations, because of stuff like this. This is our natural response. We don't like it. We get upset. Now I want to fight because I'm mad now. That's how it goes. But you can't do that when you're fighting, when you got children and stuff involved. You have to play chess. This is not checkers. You can't be emotional. This is why two men don't yell at each other too much, because inherently there's danger in that. He could hit me, I could hit him. Like we choose, well, normally, right? Emotionally intelligent men, they choose what battles to fight and what battles not to fight. If it's not something to die over, okay, it's not something to, I don't want to use that word. If it's something that can be alleviated through talking, then they talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If that's the hill they choose to stake their claim on that one, that's the hill they choose. That's it. There's a line that two men don't cross. This is why he's getting upset, because if another man, he probably would have jumped up, they would have fought already. If it was another man. But he got to restrain himself because it's a female. But the point I'm trying to say is, this is your fault. And a lot of times when it comes to stuff like this, it's our fault because we picked them. We decided to have unprotected sex with this person. We decided that. I'm talking about men particularly. Men particularly. This is what we choose. You chose that. So you got to bear the consequences. I bared it for 18 years. The first 5 years was rough. But a lot of times I was giving her ammo. I was dibbling, dabbling. I was doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying? I was still going over there being with her and then still doing this. This is why. So this is a response for her. This is her response. Because she doesn't respond physically. She responds being petty. This is her way of responding. To get under your skin.
No, we're not doing that. We was having a happy time, happy vibe. Let's just keep it there, okay? Let's just sit here and finish eating.
I'm going to file what I need to file with the court, because you seem to think that they said supervised visitation. They didn't.
And they didn't say unsupervised.
Okay, but you're here literally stalking us with our...
Literally.
So how about...
No, it's not stop.
Fucking weirdo.
That seems stop. But you're literally in the same restaurant.
Okay,
You literally asked me for the restaurant so you could be here. What's the matter, baby?
My daughter's 2 years old and she don't know.
She's his daughter too.
But look, she's happy.
The daughter is 2 years old, but she is sitting in his lap. Talking about she don't know him. Come on, man. You're being super petty and you're trying to get under his skin. That's what you're doing. You're being super petty. Now you're gonna try to do this is stupid. You're gonna embarrass yourself. You're in a public place and you're embarrassing yourself. This makes no sense. This makes no sense. And shout out to the mother though. She is trying to talk sense into her, because somebody got to do it. Because where's her mom at? Where's her dad at? These are if you listen to my videos enough, you're going to know I always ask those questions because her dad wouldn't let her do that. But you, sir, picked her knowing that she has no respect for authority. You knew that, or you had to have known that, because you done told her to do something and she ain't do it. I know for a fact. And y'all argued about that because y'all arguing right now. And you're telling her you'll beat it and she still want to stick around. So that means that's what she do to get under your skin. Come on, man. Hey, these are the tough conversations I have with myself too, man. This ain't just for one person. This is for both.
Girl, we took pictures. She done came to me.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's fine, and I'm glad y'all have your visitation. That was never the issue.
So Kira, so let me ask you something.
Before we go on, I want to say something about the apology, right? So what I did was I when I decided that I was gonna, be a stand-up guy, right? And I was going to start, doing the right things right. You know what I'm saying? And what I did was I called a past relationship and both my baby mothers, and I apologized to them for my wrongdoing, in their to them in our relationship. What I didn't apologize for what they did to me. I just apologized for what I did to them because I understood that I destroyed a family. Because no woman wakes up and says, you know what, I want to be a baby mama. Not one. I don't know not one woman that says that. So what I did was being the man that I know that I can be, I stood up and I apologized to them. Like, you know what, I apologize for anything that I ever did to you. Okay? And I did that to a relationship that I did not have a kid with, but we were in a relationship for a long period of time, and they were in between the relationships that I had. You know, that girl cried. She said that's all she wanted to hear. That's it. And sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes, you know what? Apologize and mean it. And sometimes that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? And once you draw those lines in the sand and you stand on it, like, you know, I'm gonna do better because I'm gonna be better and I'm gonna do better. It does make a difference. I just want to say that.
So when Sunday comes, is Sunday, you got to be at the mall too?
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Sunday, you said Sunday is the mall, right?
Yeah.
Christiana Mall, right?
Yeah.
So is this going to be supervised on Sunday too? Or, like, I'm just trying to figure out how this is going to work. Sunday is the mall thing.
I'm going to be there until.
Why do you feel like you have to be there, Kira? This is his daughter.
Because you got to be petty. I got to bother him just like he bothers me. Eye for an eye. I got to get under his skin because he's done stuff to get under my skin. And you know what? I ain't going to let it slide. And I'm going to make sure that he feels the pain that I feel. This is a hurt woman right here, folks. She's hurt. She's hurting. He's moving on. And what men have to understand is when you have a child, well, I'll say it like this. Whoever has the child more, their life slows down a lot. They can't do stuff, especially when you got a baby and you're trying to work and you're trying to do stuff and the baby need things. And it is a struggle. And for men that, you know, have baby mothers, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It is a struggle. I seen it. I seen it from, you know, from a distance, and the things that one of them told me that they were going through, you know, over time. But it's a struggle to raise a child, man. I know right now we're in an era where, you know, we don't give women a break. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, for whatever reason. But I'm gonna tell you, bro. Men, understand that this is a struggle. They can't go out whenever they want to go out, but you can. They can't go hang out with their friends when they want to, but you can. They don't get a break. They gotta make sure this is the baby's bathed that night and fed and all that, but you don't have to. Keep these things in mind. And it's, again, I didn't realize it until I had to do it. When I had my babies and my wife went on deployment and I had to watch them, that is a hard job, man. I don't care if they get on this internet and say, well, I did this and did that. It's still a hard job. I lost jobs behind my kids, bro. Thank God I was married at that time, so it kind of balanced everything out. But it is hard, man. Understand that it is hard. This ain't no game, man. Them kids be crying at night, and you got to get up, and then you got to feed them, and then you got to go back to sleep so you can get up and go to work and get them dressed and then make sure they go to daycare, and then you got to go to work, and then you get the phone call that they sick. So then, boom, you go home. You got to get them, then go home. Tell your boss, oh, I can't come. I got a half a day today, and then you leave. And then, heaven forbid, they get sick twice, the 2 days back to back. Now they got to stay home for 24 hours. You're not there worrying about that. I experienced that, so I know what it is. And then women don't get credit for that. And that is something that we could all men right now are on like the bash the woman train or whatever. But to some degree, I understand why, because I think some stuff women don't get to see, but men don't get to see that part either. I did it though, and I'm telling you, it's not a game. It's not. It's not when you're not. When he's not there taking care of that child, that mother's doing it. Yo, shout out to her for doing that, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, that is a hard thing to do on a consistent basis, and a lot of women don't get credit for that. It's not a game. This is not a game.
Hard. This is not saying that.
All right, so why do we gotta
He
be here
doesn't do
though?
anything. She barely know him.
Because of you. This is all you're doing, baby. You act like he didn't want to. Look, you mad because he didn't support you and your decision, and we told you we would be there for the child after the child is here.
And I
okay?
said,
And guess
okay.
what? And you still want to control everything.
And I don't. I said,
So what's the problem?
you not understand what I'm saying.
What's the
I
problem?
said, until.
But why? No, but this is the.
See, and the mother is taking the responsibility of the father, taking the responsibility of the father's job. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. And she's supposed to come on, man. Like, yo, don't get me wrong. Do I think she's being super petty? Ultimately, she is. Okay? But he has to step up. If you want to fix it, go to the courts, bro. If you paying child support, go to them courts. Use the avenue that is in front of you. Go to them courts, man. Does going to court sucks? It does. Chances are you probably not gonna get your way, but you gotta fight. If you start fighting, stuff will start going your way. I promise you, because the stuff started going my way. Stuff started going my friend's way. Matter of fact, my friend got it to where she's been into what he got going on. I mean, and beating her every time. Yo, shout out to my boy, man. I ain't gonna say his name, man. He know who he is, but that dude is beating her every time to the punch. Every time. It's to the point where the judge is looking at her like, what are you doing? Beating her to the punch. This is what you sign up for, though, when you become a baby father. This is what you sign up for. This is one of the things you sign up for. And hopefully, I hope that I can get a series going, which I'm trying to do. I'm going to try to get a series to talk about the things you can expect being a baby daddy. And that is one of them. Now she's playing all these games because of what you did it. And he's not around. His parents are taking care. Come on, man. And you call yourself a real man? Come on, man. Like, if we can expect for the women to take accountability for their things, he got to take accountability for his too. And right now, this is not the sharpest thing right now. And again, I didn't do nothing like that because I had my kids, and I was in one of my kids. My daughter I practically raised. But the point is that this is what you sign up for. And I'm not casting stones either. But this is what you sign up for when you're doing stuff like this, man. Both of them. She signed up. She picked the dude that she knew wasn't probably the best dad, and he picked the female that gets under his skin. A toxic relationship made in toxic hell.
What is fully no, bro? 'Cause that's a fully developed brain.
She's comfortable with that.
But she's
comfortable
stupid,
now.
bro.
She's comfortable now, and I think it's more you. I think you're not comfortable.
I agree. It is her.
And we don't have to know you either,
How?
sweetheart.
When you have to deal with Ray,
Because she's a part of us. I told you.
It means
We
everything
accept
that
the
she comes to me.
baby.
What are you talking about?
Listen.
We accept the baby. We don't have to accept you.
You know, open adoption, girl. You better go here somewhere.
Listen.
That doesn't make any sense.
But you making it seem like she's an open adoption, stupid.
Nothing. Nothing. Calm down.
Because you're the reason I don't.
Because
What are you talking about?
You're intrusive on everything.
You saying she the reason you bounce? Come on, man. Come on. Nah. No. No, sir. No. Listen. We gotta be real, man. This ain't no. I don't like the name weirdo baby mother. Nah, she's just getting under your skin and doing the stuff that you probably were doing to her. And we got to call these things out. And I'm not against men. And I'm calling this as I see it because I've been in his shoes and I know that I've done things like this too. Not as far as what he did, but just how I conducted myself with my baby mothers. I was a part of that too. And I'm not saying that I was better than him. Well, I'm not going to say I was bad as him because I had my kids. I took care of my kids. I paid the child support. I might have been late sometimes because I had lost my job and I had went through some things. Don't get me wrong, because that's life. No doubt. That's life. But I was there. When I could be, I was there. Which is a whole nother thing. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, this is where it leads to, man. Go to court. Go to court. But she got to know to go to court too. She got to know that too. Let's continue.
Can we?
Like, look what you're doing now.
Yes, Auntie, I'm speaking to you.
Okay.
And she is, and what you
Yeah,
not
'cause
gonna
you
do,
gotta- yeah,
because you brought your mom down here on some bra type time.
What did my mom say to
Yeah,
you?
she ain't said nothing, but it's the
Oh,
energy.
exactly. She
Yeah,
didn't
but
say
she
anything.
wasn't
Exactly.
ratchet. Ma'am, can you get the manager, please?
He have her removed, honestly.
Auntie, I'm talking to you. What are you saying?
Here, all I want to say is just, can you just go back up, let us finish the
I'm
food,
saying, like,
and
what's
when we
so
get
hard? You've been here
done,
for over an hour.
yeah. Because everything was good, yeah.
I'm
But
glad you had fun. I'm good. That's what I wanted.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the problem is you're still trying to control everything.
Okay,
You're trying to dictate.
so Kira just gonna go back up with Mom.
All of that.
Yes, she is. She's trying to dictate. She is. And she knows that. But again, she's being petty to him. She's doing that to him to get under his skin. And it's working. I'm not going to say me. The right thing would have done is be like, yo, just not even act like she's not even there. Don't give her no energy. Don't even talk to her. Don't do nothing. Let her sit right there. I bet you she'll leave. Silence is louder than yelling from the top of your lungs. I wouldn't have gave her no energy. I'd have just kept going, hey, baby, I love you, da-da-da, and I'll just keep eating, man. I wouldn't have paid her no mind. Do not talk to her. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's just have our conversation. She will eventually leave because at the end of the day, if you're not feeding no energy to that, she will have to go. And that's how you got to treat them. You got to have the emotional intelligence and think past whatever it is she wants you to do because that's what she wants you to do because now all it's doing is making a spectacle. I'd just continue to eat, man. Y'all continue to have a good time, do what y'all do, and let her go.
And whoever the ratchet is that you brought, no, because
Yeah, 'cause they gonna get beat the fuck up.
Because
I didn't bring her.
okay, well she knows y'all,
And she don't have
and she
no
don't.
sense
But
to
wait a
my
minute, but
mind.
she don't know me, and that's fine. Because at the end of the day, sweetheart, I'm up here on a bigger mission, and if I did not have other
What's more
intentions,
price?
more about her. Then yeah, it would have went a different direction. But I didn't. But I choose peace. I need you to understand that. But y'all brought somebody here that chose to
I
go.
didn't bring her.
Okay, well she's with y'all.
Hey, folks.
Yeah.
I need to call the police department, please. I
I
need that.
was getting ready to say please because and I don't want to have law enforcement involved.
No,
but-
nothing. All I wanted was
It's starting to get louder and it's
Yeah.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna walk
I understand
away.
Please
that.
do.
Yeah, because she came. This is the same young lady that I was explaining
I
about.
really, I don't know either side,
Right.
and I want to make sure everyone is
Absolutely.
taken care
Yeah,
of.
absolutely.
So whatever we need to do to make that happen and that everyone feels safe.
Yeah, I need that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go
But,
back to the bar, please. That's all I ask.
yeah, because we was literally back here. You know, it wasn't no
was
insurance or
cool.
nothing.
By the way, I just want to say that she called to find out where he was at just to do this. I heard that and I wanted to make sure that you know that that's what she did too. That was ultra petty, yo. That is petty. That is mad petty, bro. But again, this is what you signed up for, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your future. A possible future if you don't have discipline, man. Ladies, watch who you attach yourself to because You can get a man. You can get a man that don't take care of his child, and you're gonna unfortunately have to do it yourself. Gentlemen, make sure you be more selective in the people you picking to have unprotected sex with. Just saying. Just saying.
The whole time.
I walk past and whoever the ghetto, the ratchet, whoever. Okay.
Well, I just want to make sure that everyone is comfortable. Is there, do you want me to call anybody? No, I'm fine. Okay. Do we need to?
No, but you know what? I don't need you to call anybody. But at the end of the day, I need if you can make sure that they stay over there, away from us. This is our time. You know, with this beautiful baby right here. You know, and that'll be and everything will be.
I think Kira's okay. Kira, you okay with this? Yeah, okay.
And then my name's Lauren.
Okay.
If you need me at all,
Thank
and
you,
if I
Lauren.
It shouldn't even be an issue after this point because we're going to eat and then it'll be over.
enjoy dinner. If there's anything that you need, you let me know as well. Okay, if I need to call someone, I call someone. I just want to make sure that everyone's comfortable. Okay.
Okay. We want to stay on a happy vibe. Thank you, Kira, baby.
You can keep running our party up there because he even came back here earlier. We don't even know him.
Okay.
No.
I want to make sure everyone feels comfortable.
Thank you, Lauren. I so appreciate it. Absolutely.
I just lost my appetite, bro.
So now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get this specific.
I am. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I just asked her, I said, well, how's the nose going to go Sunday? Are you going to take them all with us?
Right. You see how fat is? She ain't gonna walk nowhere. She's gonna walk to the food court. Anyway.
Somebody your honor, but I don't give a fuck what you did. I don't care.
I
Honestly.
walked past and that was that. They want to make it seem like somebody brushed up against her.
Well, that's gibberish. Not concerned about that. But again, man, so this lesson, man, these are life lessons, people. Discipline, bro. Discipline. Be selective. Be selective. If you know you're not going to take us serious, be careful, bro. If that's what if you choosing it to be having sex, do it wisely. Have protected sex. For females, the most valuable thing you have is your womb. That is the most valuable thing. One of the most valuable things you have. And if you decide to give your womb to somebody, make sure it's worth it. Make sure they could help you because it's evident that he's not helping her. It's his mom. Gentlemen, have your mother stay out of your business. Stay out of your business, man. Have them stay out of your. All they do is complicate things, because there's gonna be a time, and I've experienced this. I experienced this too. There's gonna be a time you're gonna want to do it your way, and your mom is gonna want to do it her way, and now it's gonna become a match between you and her. Whose word means more? And as you can see, she's not gonna take lightly to that. I'm telling you, man. Stories upon stories, experiences that I had myself about stuff like this, man. This is real deal Holyfield stuff, man. This is unfortunate because the real loser in this whole situation is the child. And it's sad that this is something that is not really gonna affect the child until the child get older. Remember, our daughters fall in love with the fathers first. That's their first love. And what you doing, and they watching you, particularly you. The daughters are watching the fathers. The sons are watching the mothers. And the daughters are watching the mothers how to respond. And the sons are watching the fathers how to respond. That's how it goes, man. This is how it goes. It's your first teacher. So let's get into these comments, man. Let's see what they're talking about in these comments. At Silverback Fitness ATL. Sometimes them 2 a.m. you up text don't be worth it, man. Swear to God it don't. And that's I don't want to say that, but I'll just say that's probably what I'm thinking this is. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. He probably went to the club, man. He ain't catch no fish. I know I can catch the fish, and that's where he goes. This. Oh man, boy, I remember. Boy, this is something crazy. I'm this one I'm gonna go into. Let's go into these other comments down here. Somebody says exactly. Damn it, man. Yeah, he was tripping. He know it. Word up. Somebody said, boy, you ain't never lied. Yep. That's what this is, man. That's somebody said, bruh. That's what this is, man. Yo, Ways the Great 5200 says, man, I'm living the hell from that. Definitely wish I would have went back to sleep. Yeah. That's, man, listen. Boy, I tell you. And man, I'm gonna tell you, those first 5 years, man. Oh. The babysitting years, I call them, man. Where you got to pay for the babysitter fee, man. That thing is no joke, man. And I remember when my kids were going, I had 2 of them. I have 2 of them, both born on the same day, 1 year apart. And I remember having to take those 2 sets of diapers, 2 sets of bottles, 2 sets of wipes. This thing is no joke, man. Having to take 2 kids in the car seats, coming back to my car, running back to my car, getting the stuff, and then taking it in there. All before I go to work. And shout out to San Diego. At the time I was in San Diego, and that traffic is horrible. I had to take them to the CDC on base, man, and worked at another. Man, this thing is no joke. Shout out to the women doing it, man. I'm telling you. Man, listen. Shout out to them, man. And I'm telling you this from Karu the mentor, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Because I'm going to tell you, that thing is no joke. It is no joke. And for him to just, and we have to understand as men, that they don't get the option to not do it. They got to do it. They got to do it. Anyway. The aunt is a real blessing. I mean, what's that say? Shaq Gravy says the aunt is a real blessing. She got so much patience. Yet you got to be patient in this time. You got to have patience, man. You cannot be. That was shout out to the aunt, man. The aunt has a lot of emotional intelligence because she also know that girl is hurting. When she listen, and it's just something that a lot of people don't talk about. They're not talking about this. When you with a child, right? And you with your child and the mother's not there and she feels away. She feels away. We got to know that. She feels a type of way. And it hurts her. Because deep down she's like, I wanted my child to have a father there and me there and and we can have a little family. Like, we got to know that they may have went about it wrong way. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying I'm cutting women slack either. Though I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that's what they really want. No woman woke up and said, I want to be a baby mama with 5 kids. It's 5 baby daddies. They don't think like that. It happens to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I think a lot of women don't think about, they don't have the foresight to think down the road of what can happen. They don't think like that's not how they function. That's not how a lot of them function. But they don't wake up and say, I want to have 5 babies with 5 baby daddies, do it by myself. They don't. It's gonna be up to men. You have to have discipline, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, in these courts, because you're not showing no discipline and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's not gonna go your way. I've been there. I know that. Let's keep this moving. Delos Ski TPG. I don't know how that is. He wrong for making He wrong for making her his baby mama. I agree. But you know what? That's what he picked. I am Mama 79 says props to the lady keeping the peace. Cause baby. Yeah. Man, listen. This ain't no fun, man. Man. Thinking about my own situation and thinking about how the things I went through, man. This thing is not fun at all. This is not cool. This is not something, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is not a game. This is not a game, man. This is not a game. I'm gonna read a few more. T2273 says that baby is so calm in her daddy's arms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was. And that's how I knew she was being super petty. Another Kayla 1983 says she's miserable. Yeah, she is. She's hurting. She hurt people. This is why men have to, when you're dealing with your baby mothers, man, you gotta be considerate. I'm not saying to be a pushover. I'm not saying let her get away with stuff, but you gotta be considerate. This woman is waking up every time. This girl gotta go to the bathroom. This girl gotta do this or do that. Like, yo, I can't even say what I call kids, but you know, cause YouTube regulations. But I'm telling you, man, this is not a game, man. And women are taking care of these kids, man. This is a lot. A lot. I hear stories. My co-workers, they're going through this stuff. Like, this is not a game. This is not a game. I done been around people coming to work no matter what, how they feel, and just coming to work because if they don't come to work and get that money, who gonna give it to them? This is not nothing to play with, man. At Linda Jones M9F says the judge needs to see this. Yeah, the judge do, and he gonna stop her. He gonna stop her, or she's gonna stop her from doing that. This is insane, man. That's super petty. That is. I just feel sorry for the mother because I know for a fact that her doing this, I know she's going to go home and she's going to cry when she get to the car. I'm sure. She's hurt. That's why sometimes I feel like, you know, when you dealing with them, you got to give them a little bit of grace. I'm not saying for you to be a pushover. I'm not saying you got to give them a little bit of grace because it is hard to raise a child. And I'm going to read one more. Let's see what I got here. Let's get a good one. Renee Astoria says she wanted them to act up. That would have gotten her full rights to take the baby away from them completely. I'm glad they had self-control. Yes. This is chess, not checkers. Let's go in the comments right quick. I'm gonna go down lower. Let's see what else it says. Marquitha 6217 says, yes, thank God, especially for the aunt. She had a level head. The son and mom was super disturbed, rightfully so. Yeah. Somebody else said, yeah, she was, and the aunt was the peacemaker. She wasn't nasty or rude and kept it sweet. Yes, she did. Without that aunt, man, it would have been bad. I am too. She was trying to just start some ish with them. Yes, she did. But again, man, this is what you sign up for when you don't have discipline. Sex discipline. This is what I signed up for too. You know what I'm saying? And looking back, there could have been a whole lot of different decisions because hindsight is always 20/20, right? But I'm telling you, man, this is not a game, man. This is not a game. Shout out to the women that are taking care of their kids, man, and trying to do the right thing. Because I believe that a lot of them are. I just think they just really need help. And For the men out there that are not taking care of their kids, shame on you, man. Shame on you. Shame on you, man. But closing this out, man. Yo, be selective, man. The life lessons in this one is be selective. Watch what you sign up for. And I'm going to tell you, if that child's mother, if you dating a female and she does have no respect for adults and she does what she want to do and cusses you out and you got on to have a baby with her, it's your fault. It's your fault. You got to have discipline. And for the women that are dating men, if they're not taking care of their kids, if they're not doing that, or if they ready to beat you up and they disrespect you on a consistent basis and you have kids with them, it's your fault too. It's your fault too. You signed up for that. You signed up for that. So closing this out, man. Shout out to Tricky Track. Thanks for the video, man. Fair use of the video, I just want to say. But this is an important lesson, man. This and I got the t-shirt, man. This is just to let you know, man. Yo, we all of us, women and men, we gotta step our game up, man. We gotta step our game up. This is all you, man. This is you know the type of women you want to mess with, and you know the women you shouldn't mess with. And I hope you know the women that you shouldn't want to have kids with. And the women should know that the kids that they don't want to have men with. They should know the men that they're dealing with if they should have a kid with them or not. You know. So, closing this out, man. This is Kavu the Mentor. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep living life's lessons, man. And I'm out.